Hi all, my name is Davis and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things tech, and today we are going to be talking about iPhone cases and how I hate most of them. Yep, whether they are made of TPC, silicon, leather, fake leather, or God forbid, fine woven, whatever that is, all of them just make your phone worse instead of better. And my views were really set in stone last year when I got my iPhone 15 Pro Max with the fine woven case, which was one of the worst things that I had ever used. Until then, I had mostly been a leather case guy because when new, leather feels amazing. It's soft, supple, looks good. I mean, you can't use them anywhere near water or if you've got grimy hands, if you want to keep them looking fresh. But apart from the extra bulk, leather cases are something that I can kind of get behind, unlike plastic and silicone cases. So when Apple got rid of the leather option, God, I was mad because we were forced to choose between a plastic silicone case, a plastic clear case, or a plastic fine woven case, which looked okay when it was new, but it truly deteriorated into something rather hideous. So at that point, I did sort of think about going the MKBHD route and going naked for a year and use the phone the way that it was intended, because I did have Apple Care after all. But I'm afraid that even if I did want to do that, the reality just didn't fit my vision. Because over the past 6 or 7 years, with phone camera bumps getting larger and larger, using an iPhone naked is becoming more and more untenable. I mean, would you really want to use your phone that rocks like this? I mean, that is absolutely atrocious. All Apple had to do was, I don't know, add another camera or bump thing on this side and it wouldn't rock so badly. But I guess that they still want to sell more cases. And this was when last year I discovered this, the Arc Pulse case. And it really has changed my life. In fact, I've been a fan of it so much that just a few months after I made my initial video about it, Arc got in contact and sent me a promo link because I just couldn't stop talking about it, because finally, here is a case that, while it is expensive, not only protects your phone, but it also makes your phone nicer to use. And most importantly, it makes it more beautiful too. So after I dumped my hideous fine woven case last year, after a month or so of use, I switched basically exclusively to the gold and also the silver version of the Arc Pulse case. And let me just show you how my phone had fared. So the great thing about the Arc Pulse case is that while it is pretty minimal, as it only covers the top and bottom of your phone, which allows you to grip the phone like that you didn't have a case on it at all. It does cover all of the typical places where you would drop your phone. All 4 corners are very well protected. There is a little bit of a lip, so your screen is protected as well. And with the dual layers of the rubber and the metal, despite me dropping my phone many times over the course of the year, it is totally fine. The only scratches on the phone that I have are the exposed areas on the side, but they are very minor indeed. What I do love about the case is that it allows my phone to sit perfectly flat on a table as well, and you know, it doesn't rock at all. In addition to that, I can still use all of my MagSafe accessories on the back, although I do believe that the smaller phones might struggle here with some accessories. And perhaps best of all, because the case is made of metal, the case has actually aged really well. So although there are plenty of scratches like you would get on a stainless steel watch, let's say, it doesn't look bad. And I would be more than happy to use this very case for another couple of years. And that means this actually isn't more expensive than other cases if you think about it, because with an Apple case, I'm replacing that every few months or maybe every 6 months or so when it starts to look really tatty, and that cost does add up. And an Arc Pulse case, well, it doesn't really age quite as quickly as that. So that was my experience with the Arc Pulse 15 Pro Max case. So now let's check out the cases for the 16 Pro Max and see what's changed. And my, am I disappointed? So with the first 15 Pro case I got, it came in this gorgeous black box. It really feels like something that jewelry would come in, and it reflects the case's price. And then when I got my second one, which I got for free, the box shrunk down a tiny bit compared to the original, but it was still very, very fine indeed. Like, you open it up and you see your case displayed absolutely brilliantly. And if we compare and contrast that with what they've done this year, how have they desecrated my baby? This is the box. It looks like something that dental floss comes in. And this material feels like an egg carton. I mean, yes, of course, it is better for the environment, and I do applaud that. But my God, does it feel cheap compared to what we had last year. So with the 16 Pro Max, I've decided to go with the rose bronze and also the silver colorways, as I do believe that they would look great on my desert titanium phone. So let's try them on. So the rose bronze, I believe, probably is made for the desert titanium phone, as it does sort of fit perfectly. Just look at the colors work together like so. And then let's get the bottom of the case. I mean, that box is just unspeakably bad. And let's pop that on the bottom. And let's have a look at the phone. As we can see, it really is rather stunning. But does the silver version look better? Let's try that out. So we can see that it is very easy to take the case on and off. Let's put the silver's top on. There we go. And let's try the bottom. And that works pretty well as well. So actually, I do have to say, I quite like the look of the silver. It looks quite refreshing. But as I've got both, we could probably try having both as well. And that's probably a look that I can do without. And as with all the previous models, it's got the same advantages. I can hold my massive phone without any added bulk. I've got proper access to the camera control button. I can use the touch strip perfectly. And like with before, I can put it on a table and it doesn't rock at all. So as you can see, both of these cases look absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to use these with my 16 Pro Max. If you prefer other phone cases with that offer a little bit more protection, sure, I do understand. Everyone has different needs. Some people prefer tank phones and some people prefer iPhones. That is fine. But for my use case, the Arc Pulse is literally the only case that I use now, which is why I've decided to make a long form video on it instead of just a short form. So if you do want to get an Arc Pulse, I do understand that they are rather expensive. So Arc has given me a code Davis10, so you can save 10% on your purchase, and that will help to bring the price down. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more tech videos like this one, then please be sure to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions about this case, be sure to comment down below as well, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. And until next time, toodaloo.